Hey there, Raylene. What's up, girl?
Hello, Elisa. How are you?
I am fine. Hi, Eric. I love you.
Hi, Mama. I love you more.
Aw, I felt a big hug from you recently. I can't remember when, but it was awesome.
He says it was awesome, and he's explaining that he was putting his armpit up so you could smell his arms too.
God. Oh, well, I didn't, thank God. But you pranked poor shy Shruti Kamble, didn't you? She had this client that she uses all the time. They have this thing they're doing together on YouTube, and the guy asked uh, if the spirits could vicariously enjoy sex while people are having sex. And so all of a sudden her Siri goes off on her phone and she's not touching it. It says the blah blah website for sexual addiction help, blah blah blah. It was so funny. Anyway.
Eric, he goes, I had to make a point.
Yeah, you sure did. All right, so today we're gonna just for 30 minutes and then we're gonna have another session. Both of them short.
Okay.
Short probably than 30 minutes. We're gonna talk about the tools for manifesting. And I've been reading about like the 17-second rule. Like if you think a thought for 17 seconds, and you can't like, I want abundance, because that's going to be your reality, always wanting and never getting. You just have to say, I have abundance and everything, or whatever. You have to act like it's there. Think that thought for 17 seconds. But also, I've been learning about this binaural beats that synchronize the two hemispheres, and also you could have like isochromic tones that kind of do the same thing, I guess. But also the happiness frequency. So maybe you can tell us that and more.
He says what those do is they raise your vibration. Your vibration is key to manifesting what it is that you want. When you have a low vibration, whether this is feeling sad, feeling stuck, those are going to be a lower vibration. When you have a higher vibration of feeling happy or just enjoying yourself, having positive, healthy routines, self-care, this is going to raise your vibration. And so those frequencies, if it's hard for you as a person to get to that vibration, those frequencies that my mom is talking about will bring you to that vibration to help you to increase the manifestation. It's all about your thought creating your reality, and you need to own what it is that you want. Instead of saying I want or I need, you need to say I have, I own, this is here, this is now. Because when you think of want, when you think of future, you're putting it off and you're not allowing it to come into your present right now. Focus on bringing the vibration high with tones, with sounds, with music, even humming and thinking about what it is that you desire or what it is that you're owning right now. That's going to help it to come back to you. The 17 seconds is a great manifestation tool because it puts that thought out there for a long period of time. 17 seconds isn't that long, but it's long enough to talk to the universe and the planets.
Oh my God, it's so hard for me to concentrate on anything for that long. Are you kidding me? And I've been doing that. I've been trying to manifest this TV show. So I've been doing binaural or isochromic, tones, plus that 17-second thing. It's saying that everything goes right for me, all that kind of stuff. And but on the e-board, Erik said in order to better the chances of the TV show, I have to, he spelled out care for myself. So what do you mean? And he wrote out swim, and man, I'm not going to swim. Swim? It's going to mess up my business. No.
Care for yourself, Mom. Self-care. He says that's key to really having your vibration high, not caring for others, really doing something that's beneficial for your body. He's using the pool because your body will move stagnant energy. Whenever a person has stagnant energy, it's going to be hard for them to manifest their desires. And so he's really telling you to get in the pool because it's going to, even the hot tub, not necessarily pool, but even the hot tub, and move. You're so lengthy. God, the image of your son. He's really lengthy today, and what I see is like him all over the place like an acrobat underwater. But he says because it'll be easy for you to have that movement and to have that motion. When a body is in motion, you're allowing the universe to bring motion and movement into your life.
And
He says,
you're moving and breaking up the stagnant energy.
that's exactly what you're doing. You're stretching it and you're moving it out of your physical body, whether this is underwater, which is easily accessible, or whether this is on land doing a hike, getting movement in your physical
Oh, I do
body.
it every day almost. So, but that's not enough,
No.
huh?
He says, one time, no, you want to be consistent because you have to have consistent movement to have this shift in your physical life that you're wanting. um, we're in Jupiter retrograde, which is really interesting that you're going through all of this right now. Jupiter retrograde is not like Mercury retrograde whatsoever. You don't have to worry about, things being on hold. What this is there's going to be this Jupiter retrograde is happening in Sagittarius, and it's really generous. Jupiter, all things are possible. Jupiter sees the big picture.
Ooh.
So it's really good for manifestation. The thing with Jupiter is if you put your mind to something, you can have it. The problem is you got to be ready for Jupiter to bring what you want. So say you're desiring the show, but you're not physically ready for it, maybe your health, maybe your body. You need to do self-care to have what Jupiter is going to grant you. August 11th is when Jupiter goes direct, when you're going to probably have answers for the show. But be ready for what it's going to bring you because your thoughts are manifesting. And so say that you want the show, let's use the show as an example, but then you have this big stuff that gets landed on you and you end up being overwhelmed with it. Your physical care, your physical self-care, your physical body needs to be ready to handle what Jupiter is going to bring because it can be hard and it can be challenging once it goes direct. All that you're asking for, you will be granted. So to really make sure that that thought is exactly how you want it to be manifested, because this is a great time for manifesting during this time. Um, you don't want to sign contracts during this period, but you can if you go over it, great. It's nothing like the Mercury where you must not sign. You can do it, just really go over it. And so the planets are working for you right now to help you to manifest what it is that you're desiring.
Okay. So this is not just about me. So movement. Can people do any kind of movement while doing that 17-second thing, of course? Like dancing?
He says yes, and the music. He says the music raises the vibration as well. He says, so you're working with the different senses. He says, Mom, work with your seeing, your hearing, your smelling, your tasting. When you're grounded and you're working with all of these senses with manifesting, you're allowing it to happen right here, right now, where you're at, because you're using all of your senses to manifest.
Yeah, I mean, you have to smell. Like if you want to manifest owning your own,
Oh, you're back. Okay.
food truck. Oh, sorry. Like if you want to manifest owning your own food truck, then you need to hear the engine, see the sights, smell the tacos or barbecue or whatever while you're saying, I love my food truck, right?
He's using nachos. He says nachos are better, Mom. But yes.
We can do all. So is there something special about the water as far as moving stagnant energy?
He says, yeah, because when you're in the water, you can bend and you can flex more easily than you can on land, which you're going to get those meridian points to open up versus on land. He says, uh, what's against you? Oh my God, it's on the tip of my mouth.
Gravity?
Gravity. Thank you. Gravity is against you.
Wow, I know I didn't channel that one.
You see, you're channeling.
Hey,
Gravity is against you when you're on land.
okay, cool. So, so what else can break up energy, stagnant energy?
Changing your environment. He says, change your environment, people. If you're finding that you're not happy at home, at work, change your environment to raise your vibration to help you to manifest what it is that you want. If you're trying to manifest a new relationship, a new home, you have to show that you can handle these things and that you're ready for these things by showing this. Self-care is key. Wash your face, wash your body, take care of your physical body, eat well, drink lots of water, be healthy for you and only for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else, do it for you.
Okay. Wow. Anything else for me personally to help with the manifestation? You said swimming. I need to drink more water for sure. But I felt like I was getting plenty in my 2 cups of wine. every night.
He's laughing.
My coffee.
He says, Mom, that does not count whatsoever.
One bottle of water during my hike. That's it. That's terrible. All right, so people need to
He's
drink.
telling you to intake more water for you personally, intaking more water and moving. He's showing a yoga ball, stretching. Those are going to help you.
Probably yoga for a lot of people would help.
He says, yeah, and it doesn't have to be the acrobat stuff that most people think about. It's very simple and basic stretches.
Wow, that's really interesting. Because I took one yoga class and I just started crying. I don't know. So it must have moved some stagnant energy that was grief related, I guess,
Absolutely, and it is because it stays in the physical body and you don't really realize that it's there until you have this purging or this releasing of emotion, and you're kind of like, where did that come from? Why am I crying? And it could be sad or it could be happy, but it releases emotion.
Good. And I'm sure there are energy healers and also Grinberg practitioners that do somatic work, body work. They probably can
unblock. Yes. He says they'll give you a boost, but it's really up to you to do the emotional work.
I want somebody else to do it. I don't have this kind of time.
He says, damn it, no.
I hope I don't have to do mani-pedis. That would be, oh God, no. But so
that's not you, Mom.
You have to pamper yourself too?
He says, yeah, that's really all about self-care, pampering yourself. When you look in the mirror, be happy with what you're looking at. And if you're not, make those changes.
Yeah, love yourself because you are perfect. Yeah, we do some screwy things, but that's sometimes just part of our spiritual contract. That's what we signed up for.
So, he says everybody does something fucked up in their life, whether they like to admit it or not. You're human. You're going to have those human experiences. He says, shit, embrace the hell out of what you do, good or bad.
The bad stuff is good. I mentor, our next door neighbor has a little 5-year-old, and he's so adorable. But I go to his school to have lunch with him once a week, once every 2 weeks, and I like to teach him stuff like that. Like, is it good to get a bad grade? No. I said, no, actually, it's great to do it if you turn it into a lesson. What did I do that I need to do next time? I do things like that with them. I think it's really important to have somebody outside of the family to befriend a child. And you guys need to do that. It'll raise your vibration. Befriend a child so that he can get through the middle school years intact, okay?
He says, and they do, Mom. They raise your vibration. Kids are so happy and so non-judgmental that they raise the vibration of every person. He says, so take on a child and go and teach them right.
Yeah, and furry companions, too. Dogs, cats, hamsters, gerbils, I don't know.
He says hamsters right as you were saying that.
Really? Wow. So they can probably raise your vibration and increase your chance of, so pet your dog or cat and do the 17 seconds with them.
He goes, just don't lose the hamster.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. I've lost a hamster before when I was a kid. I think we found it though. All right, so other tools for manifesting. Okay, so we got the 17 seconds, employ all your senses, have the thought reflect that you already have what you are looking for, and also probably say, I'm so grateful to the universe for giving me blah, 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 all this abundance, whatever you want. Abundance of love, health, money, whatever.
Showing gratitude for where you're at right now is key. And communicating with your spirit guides, the universe, that's also key. Movement, let's not forget about movement.
Yes.
And using our using our senses to help us to manifest what it is that we want. When you're using taste, sound, hearing, seeing, those help you to be in the now and help you to bring it to you right now. And the movement with those thoughts. And turning your thoughts.
Right? Because you told me, either you or Erik through you said that breathing will get you in the now if you just concentrate on your breathing. So you're supposed to grab your dog breathe, think about those thoughts for 70 seconds, and do the cha-cha at the same time, right?
He says you've got the movement, you've got the seeing, you've got the smelling, and the touching, and all.
Right, and all the and your headphones for the binaural beats. There we go. Boy, that would look hilarious. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna film it, and I'm gonna get a lot of.
Let's do it. Let's do it next week.
Yeah, right. I don't think so. Any other tools? What's the main reason people can't manifest what they want, even they work so hard to get that promotion at work or whatever?
He says in some cases, there's something better that's coming for that individual. The universe is seeing the bigger picture of what could be happening. Maybe that position in that company wasn't going to suit them. There's something better that they're manifesting. You have to stop looking at the logic things. The position, maybe there's a position that's opening with your current work and you don't receive that position. You're manifesting a higher position and higher income. That can be elsewhere. So don't think logically, if I didn't get that, so I'm not good at manifesting. Allow the universe to bring it to you another way. Don't think about how is the income coming because I have a job and I'm on set salary, so it's not possible. Don't bring that logic into it. Allow the universe to bring it to you without questioning how, when, where. Just allow it to happen. And when you see something fail, don't give up on your manifestation. Just realize that there's something bigger and better that's coming to you.
So maybe you could say, I have what's perfect. The universe has given me what is perfect for me, right? Or something like that, some other mantra.
He says the mantra, the repeating, yes. He says being okay with where you're at right now, being grateful with where you're at right now, but also having expectations of having the movement in your life. People need to have movement. As I was saying, Mom, movement is key. So if they're not making movement in their personal life, the movement with their manifestation is going to be challenging. So begin with that movement and then stop with the logic. How is it going to happen? And allow things to take place. It's like the domino effect. When one thing happens, the rest will follow.
Okay, so like you're dancing with your dog, with your headphones, 17 thoughts, and you are asking for, or saying you already have the position that you really don't have, but it's not best for you. So that expectation is more of a dense energy. Will that
Yeah.
hinder you from getting the real thing you're supposed to have?
He says it could put blocks on it, Mom. Yes, because something much larger could be at place that you're not seeing. So not to have that expectation and just to allow the highest of everything to come to you.
Well, is it okay to expect what's really good for you though? Or is that still,
No, he
no,
says
that's future. That's not the now. Yeah.
that's not the now, and you want to focus on the now. Have expectations. Everybody should have expectations of what's good for you emotionally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have those expectations, you learn to meet those expectations and it comes to you.
Wow. So it seems like when you're in the now, breathing, dancing with your dog, with whatever, 76, it seems like that opens up a portal being in the now, does it? I mean, a portal to the universe and what it has to offer. I mean, why being in the now?
Because you're focused on here instead of focusing on the future. He says, I'll give you an example, Mom. Say you're trying to cook dinner, but you're worried about the laundry that you have to do. You're on autopilot. You're not here in the now. And so what you need to do is you need to focus on here, on now. Be okay with where you're at without worrying about what's coming. And when you do that, then you allow things to change right here, right now, where you're at versus 10 years down the road when you could be having it now.
So, I take walks every day, fast-ish walks, but I do it mostly just to keep fit and keep my weight down. So that's probably not going to raise my vibration if that particular activity has those connections.
Expectations.
So what?
Yes, because you have an expectation of what it's doing. If you drop that expectation and just simply say, I'm doing this for myself or for something bigger to come to me, then you're allowing all to open up the doors, the bigger picture. He says you're allowing it to happen when you do things like that without having the thought or the expectation of why you're walking or what you're gaining from it. He says simply just go with the flow.
Okay. Now, what's the biggest reason some people, did I already ask this? I'm getting deja vu. The biggest reason people can never manifest their dreams. I think I just already asked that.
Vibration being one.
That's
Their
it.
vibration is affecting what their reality can be.
Where it probably gets worse and worse, lower and lower because they're not getting it. And so they get more down and down and down.
So
Vicious. Yeah.
they have to stop with that thought, with that expectation, allow things to happen without logically thinking about how it's going to happen. Raise your vibration, make movement, move furniture around in your home so you shift the energy. Have movement going on so you can show the universe that, okay, I'm ready for this, I can handle it. And exactly that's going to be what comes to you. Don't expect this great big picture to happen instantaneously, because step by step happens before you get to that great big picture. So the expectations must really be not there, but yet your thoughts of what it is that you desire need to be there to bring it to you.
Interesting. Well, I remember on the opposite side, I remember, Erik, you said that Trump is a great manifester. Why is he a great manifester? He should manifest better language skills. He talks like a third grader, I swear to God.
He says the man can put his mind to something and create that thought of what it is that he wants. He's not entirely aware of how good he is at manifesting, but he can think it and he can create it. His vibration of leadership, feeling like he's on top of the world, is what keeps him at that almighty high. He's explaining it's all in his mind. He thinks he gets it.
All right. So anything else before we close?
He says, I love you, Mama, and I love everybody else. He says, I'm going to help you all with your manifestating. He says, Spirit Guide can help you to manifest what you want.
Oh, so we can ask them too, not just the universe.
Yes. He says, well, Mama, I'm a part of the universe now.
Oh, that's true.
He says, but yes, open to me and I can come and help you. I can help you to manifest, to change your personality to happiness. Happiness is your right, and it's everybody's right. And that's what everybody needs to realize, is happiness is key to manifesting what it is that you want.
That's true. You know, I forgot to ask, I mentioned it earlier, but we never talked about it, the happiness frequency. Somebody tells me there's a happiness frequency out there. What is that? If you listen to that, will it increase your vibration? Is that what it does?
It does. He says, yes, Mom, it does. It's all about the tone, sound healing. He says the frequency it doesn't necessarily have to be one thing. It could be a frequency of an oldie song that brings you joy. That would be the happy frequency. Some song that brings you happiness, or some tone that puts off a happy feeling or a calm feeling, those are going to bring you. He's talking about yin and yang and how people need to balance themselves to really manifest what it is that you want. Balance yin and yang energy in your physical body, masculine and feminine. When you're giving something, make sure you're receiving something in return, whether it's finances, whether it's emotion. Balance yourself as an individual so that way you can balance what you're manifesting to come into your life.
That's true. Because I tend to give, but with no expectations of anything in return. And that's probably wrong. I probably should.
You should have that, he says, bingo, Mom, bingo. Have that expectation of you deserve something in return, because you do. You want to balance. Make sure that there's always that even flow, because when there's not, you're going to have someone way down here and then someone way up here, which is not cool.
Yeah, but the only thing is, for me, I do get a sense of fulfillment in helping other people. Isn't that enough for the exchange? These things do make me happy.
Yes. He says, as long as you are receiving something on the opposite end and you feel balanced, then it's good on your end.
Okay, why do the brain hemispheres have to be sort of synced, or
right and left?
But why to more easily manifest?
Huh? He says to balance, to have them balanced. He says so that way you can bring in what it is that you want. Okay. You'll be balanced and you'll be ready for what's coming to you. Because if you're not ready for what's coming, bring chaos.
Interesting.
Oh no, you froze.
Yeah, I know.
There you are.
Anyway,
Okay.
so thank you so much, Raylene. You guys check her out at angelmedium7, the numeral.com. I'll put that right here. Love you, Raylene. I'll see you in April 26th or something like that. And I love
Okay.
you, Eric.
Says I love you, Mom, and I love everybody. Bye.
Bye. I'm just going to stop the recording and start it.